Hi guys, today we are going to discuss problem number 83 of Leetcode, that is remove duplicates from sorted list. In this, what we have been given is a sorted linked list and it will have duplicate elements. So what we have to do is we have to remove those duplicate elements and such that our final list should have unique elements. So if you see in the first example that's given here, we have three ones, right? So these two are duplicates. We have two twos, so we have one duplicate two, while 3 and 4 are unique. So in the output, the final result that we'll be returning, it should have all the unique elements. So our linked list should look something like this, right? So this should be our final answer. So let's see how we can solve this problem using single pointer. Now let's say we have a single pointer that is current, which is pointing to the head node at the moment, and if its value is same as that of the node which is next to it, then in that case we have to remove the next node, right? So what's the situation here is if the current dot value is same as that of current dot next dot value, right? If this is the case, then what we have to do, we have to remove this connection such that it will point to directly to the next node, such that this node can be deleted. So if this thing is clear to you, the whole problem is solved. So let's do one more iteration to understand it correctly. Right now, even after removing this one, let's say what's the situation we are seeing. So if current dot value, that is 1, is same as that of current dot next, so in this case current dot next is this one, so both are still having the same values, then in that case what we have to do is we have to remove this connection and we have to make it as current dot next, that is its next node should become this node's next value, so it should start pointing to this one. So with this step, another duplicate node, which was this one, is also skipped. Now if you try to traverse directly from head, you will come to this one, and from here you will directly go to this two. So all the duplicate ones are removed. So basically we just have to focus on this one. If this is clear, whole problem is solved. So let's move to the coding section to see how we can actually code it using a single point. So let's see how we can actually code this problem. So here we'll be writing code using Java, and let's say we have been given a function where we have been given a node and which is the head of the list. Let's make a pointer that we'll be using, right, and make it point to head. Okay, so this is done. Then what we have to do, we have to traverse over our entire list, and while doing that we have to make sure that current is not equal to null and current dot next is also not equal to null. We have to make sure these conditions are true. Once they are true, then what we have to do, if current dot value is equals to current dot next dot value, if that is the case, then what we have to do is we have to make current dot next to point to current dot next, right? But if this is not the case, then what we have to do is we have to make current is equals to current dot next, right? That's what we have to do. Okay, so if it's still not clear, let me explain what exactly each of these line is doing. So basically, as we discussed, right, we had a header pointer and it was pointing to 1, right? So this was our use case, and then what happened is, like, we have made a current pointer, so current is pointing to this one. Okay, now why we have to check current is not equal to null. So this might be clear, but why we have done this? We have done this one because we are checking current dot next dot value. So if we don't check current dot next is not equal to null, then in that case it will give us here null pointer exception, right? To avoid that, we have put this condition also here. Okay, now what we have checked here in this line is if this value 1 and 1 both of them are equal, then in that case what we have to do, we have to disconnect from here and make it directly point to this one. So that's why we have made current dot next is equals to current dot next dot next. So this is current, its next is this one, and its next is this one. So basically this line is doing this thing. Okay, so if this is the case, then we are doing it. But if let's say these values are not equal, right? Let's say in the next step, what will happen if it is 2 here, then we have to move this current from here to here. So that is accomplished by this line. So we are moving current. If both of them are not equal, current as well as its next value are not equal, then in that case, we are moving the current. So yeah, I hope this makes more sense and it is clear to you. So guys, do like, subscribe and share this video for more upcoming content like this.